Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, along with Kizzle, my boy.
Hi.
Hi. And it's time for an epic Bakugan deck profile video. So this is deck number 5 that I have made. Yeah, man, really excited to just show off all the decks. I know it's taken a minute for me to get all the deck profiles out, but I'm up to 5 right now. Also, to this point, they're like all these decks are ones that I made before I even went out to Fest. So it's been like a few weeks, you know, like a couple weeks since I've made some decks and such, but you know, I'll be making more soon. You already know I've got a lot of Bakugan to work with, and just getting more of them, I can make more decks. You know, and I'm going with decks that I think are really, really fun and such, and with different themes, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is the deck that I have set up for this, and one of them opened, but it's all good, man. So yeah, they both open because they hit the cores. Well, it's all good. I'll just show them off. So the theme for this is Darkus Ventus. It is a Darkus Ventus Helix deck. So I've obviously made a Helix deck before. You know, I did it with Chaos and Ventus. I'm going with Darkus and Ventus for this one because I just like the theme for it. But yeah, you can go and check that one out. But for this, we have Darkus Krakelios Ultra, we have Aurelus Lupitheon Ultra, and we have Ventus Turtonium. So yeah, man, obviously all of them have helixes, so this is a really good setup for a helix deck. So what?
Hi.
Hi. I'm so weak. He's watching some vids right now. But yeah, anyways, we got Darkus Krakelios Ultra right here. B power 600, damage of 1. If it lands on Helix, it's plus 200, so 800 without even the bonus from that. So if you get one with like 500, you know, that's literally like you're up to 1301, you know, for the damage. So, you know, pretty dang strong out of the gate. Then we've got Lupitheon Ultra with B power of 400, damage level of 5. And if it lands on that, it gets plus 2 for the Frost Strike. So the Frost Strike, what it does is it makes it where flip cards cost your opponent that much more. So if it's one that normally costs 2, it'll cost them 4. And that's right away when it goes out. So that's, you know, pretty useful for like stopping your opponent from being able to stop your attacks and such. So yeah, man, and plus Lupitheon's really, really sick. I wanted to make, you know, I wanted to put it in a deck because it's just, I'm like, I gotta find some use for Lupitheon, which is so cool. And plus 5 straight away, pretty good. And then if you get the right one, it could be up to like 900 right out of the gate. And then we've got Turtonium right here, B power of 500, damage, yeah, damage of 2. And if it lands on a Helix, plus 100 Bs and plus 2, so 604. And then plus the bonus from that, if it's like around 500, 1100, and 4, if it loses 1, like 3, you know, 1103. So yeah, man, it could be really, really useful. Even 900, like if you have a 303 core for it, it could be up to like 907 for the damage. So yeah, man, pretty useful. And yeah, so now it's time to get into the actual deck. If there's any like cards that don't fit, let me see. Let me just make sure they're all, you know, like Darkus and Ventus cards before anything. Yeah, all right, they're good. I just messed up like one time because, you know, one of them. One of the last decks that I made, I accidentally put in like Pirates cards. It was a Chaos Ventus one, and you know, I was tired. It was really late at night, and I did it after work, and I get out of work really late. But yeah, anyways, we got Lightning here. So when you open a Bakugan, it gets plus 3 for the damage. So I put Lightning in there. Then we got Shade Blade for plus 2 straight away. Then Dark Path plus 300. Then we got a Black Hole in there, obviously to stop Aurelus Dragonoid Ultra, because that's the main thing to stop it is the Black Hole right now, and you need it, you know, going against a deck like that. Tainted Touch plus 2, and if you sacrifice, you can make it plus 7, which is pretty awesome. Darkest Howl plus 400, and then sacrifice for 1,000. A lot of sacrifice in this too. Yeah, so it's like a Helix sacrifice type of deck. Then we got Darkest Petrify for -5, Prismatic Shield for plus 200, Cease Outsiders flip card, Solar Powered, energize it and reroll your Bakugan. Then Repel Outsiders, another flip card, another Repel Outsiders, Venom Blast for -4, got Umbral Slash for plus 100 for each flip card in your discard pile. So there's a good amount in here. So Umbral Slash could be really useful late game, you know. Then Stone Skin plus 200 or Sacrifice for plus 800. Then we got Photosynthesis. Turn to energy, then another, get the energy in there. Then we got a Pact of Darkness. I don't have too many of these, but it stops non-chaos, and if you sacrifice, you could discard a card to, yeah, you sacrifice, you could discard it to play that for free. So immediately, yeah, Pact of Darkness is really, really good. Then we got Turn to Energy, another one obviously, Venom Blast, got the Battle Brawler's Lightning, so flip cards cost 1 energy less to play, you know, so it's really useful when trying to stop an opponent's attacks. Then we got Curse of Darkus, -2, then Sacrifice for -10. Then Umbro Slash, and another one. Got a Thunderbolt for +3. Got Smoke Armor for +500, 3 to get it out. Another Stone Skin. Got a Shade Blade for +2 straight away. Got Photosynthesis. Got Dark Path, another one. Got another Lightning from Resurgence. Then we got Nature's Power. Give a non-Ventus Bakugan -500. Got another Thunderbolt. Got Wither. Then Tainted Touch. Might of Night, so you get the Shadow Strike, and then you can discard for +5 too. Then we got China. Yeah, Resurgence China is really good because when you open a Bakugan, you can energize a card from your hand uncharged, and you know every time you roll, you get another energy with that, so it's really useful to get energy out. They got Smoke Armor for +500, and then another Prismatic Shield for +200, and then last but not least, got another Lightning for Battle Brawlers. So. Yeah, man, overall a pretty well-rounded deck. You know, the main theme for this is like the darkest side of it, you know. So a lot of like troll cards to like stop your opponent, plus getting that energy, and then being able to also go on the offensive with it as well. So, you know, I had to make one that mainly focused on Darkus, you know, because it's like I'm a Darkus brawler, you know, like my favorite factions. I'd say if I were a brawler, you know, it's a mix between Darkus and Aurelus, obviously, and that's why I had to put them both in this, because, yeah, they're awesome. So Lupitheon actually opened, so yeah, there's Lupitheon Ultra right there, looking so sick, dude. Aurelus Lupitheon Ultra. See if I can close it up. It's also about to start storming again, because it did earlier, but it's all good, man. Yeah, it's about to come down hard. So you guys might hear some lightning or thunder, you know, with this. Yeah, it's starting to come down. Let's see if I can get it closed. Lupitheon, I gotta like practice closing it a bit more. Come on, I know I'm really close. There we go. Okay, got Lupitheon closed, so set that out to the side. Got the deck right there. Then got these all right here. So there's Lupitheon, and then we've got Krakelios right here, Darkus Krakelios, which looks so cool, dude. I like Darkus Krakelios a lot. It's probably my favorite Krakelios, obviously, because like you know just the Darkus. I also like the Aurelus one. You know, I might be also a little biased because I'm like an Aurelus and Darkus brawler. And then we got the Turtonium here. So for the sake of this, I'm using the Diamond Turtonium. I know there's a Diamond Turtonium Evo. I'm not putting it in there because I don't know. I don't think it's like too reliable for this. You know, I'd rather just use the other, like the actual evolution, like the actual Evo cards for Turtonium. Because the Diamond one, I don't think it's too reliable. But for the sake of this, I'm using it. I do have the pack with the regular Ventus Turtonium on its way. You know, it's got the Aquas Pegatrix with it. I managed to find it, so you'll be seeing a review on that soon. You know, a little spoiler. But yeah, I'll be putting that one in for this, you know. So yeah, I obviously collect mainly the diamonds, and I'm thinking of mainly using the diamonds for an actual, like, diamond deck. Because I really want to do that. That's one of the things I have in mind, too. But yeah, for the sake of this, using that Turtonium until I get the regular Ventus Core Turtonium. But yeah, so last but not least, we have the cores here, all the helixes. And obviously all the added effects with the helixes for this deck. For this helix, you know, +500 and -1, I think it's the best one. +300 and +3, it's really starting to come down. +300 and +3, you know the rain. -300 and -1, just got one trap one in there. I'm like, I figure I'd just put like, you know, like this is a little bit more of like a troll deck. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna put one in as like a trap for your opponent, you know. So why not? +500 and -1, and then +300 and +3. That way that, like, you know, their B powers don't get reduced like really crazily, you know. I mean, like, their damage isn't too low because they definitely need damage to back up that B power. But yeah, man, anyways, that is this deck profile. It's also starting to come down. You can see it coming in front of like the camera a little bit. I'm also being really protective. It'll be good, you know. I'm on the porch. But yeah, man, so this is my 5th deck profile. This is, I'll call it the Darkus Ventus Helix Sacrifice deck. You know, that's probably what I'll name this. But yeah, with obviously Krakelios, Lupitheon, and Turtonium. This is the last deck that I have built for right now. Obviously, like I said, I made this deck like a couple weeks ago. It's been a little bit since I've made some decks, and I'll be making some more, because obviously getting more cards, being able to like work with more stuff, and then more Bakugan, getting more Bakugan, I'll be able to make more decks. And you'll be seeing more deck profile videos come soon. But yeah, just glad to get 5 of them out, and I'm glad that you guys have been really enjoying them, because, you know, like I said, I don't brawl anyone. There's no way that really plays in my area, so I have to simulate all of these decks in my head and imagine what they do. That's something I do on like a regular, and something that I think of as I make the decks, because, you know, not being able to battle with anybody, got to simulate it in my head and be like, how would it be for this situation? Does it do what I want it to do? You know, all that good stuff. And plus I have to sleeve up like the last 2 decks because I didn't get a chance to sleeve some of the cards. So yeah, I'll be doing that for a little bit, but no biggie. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this epic Bakugan deck profile, my 5th deck profile. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily, and if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Like I said, I don't think there's any Evos for these Bakugan yet. Once there are, obviously I'll put them in and such. That's how it normally goes. But just waiting for Age of Aurelus to come out, because that has Evos for a lot of the newer Bakugan, and plus some Aurelus cards. So I'm thinking if there's enough cards, I'm gonna definitely make an Aurelus deck, because I like Aurelus a lot. And I gotta make a mono Darkus one too, you already know. But yeah, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later, thanks for watching. Until then, stay awesome, and the Bakugan Brawl! I'm up out of here.